Welcome to our video notes on reproductive strategies, part 2. So we're going to think about fertilization strategies. Fertilization strategies, remember back to fertilization and sexual reproduction. A new organism begins when a sperm cell and an egg cell are joined in the process of fertilization. So we have external fertilization. This occurs when eggs are fertilized outside of the female's body. An example will be when male fish will fertilize a female's eggs by releasing their sperm into a cloud of eggs the female's just released. So in this picture, that white cloud, that is a huge cloud of eggs that the female fish have released. And now the males are coming and releasing their sperm into that cloud of eggs. And their goal is that lots of those sperm cells will find egg cells and fertilize the egg. The fertilized eggs will then develop outside of the female fish's body. Not all eggs released will become fertilized, but many will, resulting in many potential offspring. Another fertilization strategy is internal fertilization. This occurs when eggs are fertilized inside the female's body. A male animal releases sperm directly into a female's body where the eggs are located. Fertilized eggs may develop inside or outside of the female's body. So even if they're fertilized inside the female's body, the eggs can develop inside or outside of the female's body, depending on what species it is. Many animals, such as reptiles or birds, lay eggs in which the offspring develop until they hatch. And there's a picture of a cute little desert tortoise hatching there. And for others, including most mammals, offspring develop inside the mother's body until they're ready to be born. And there's a little puppy developing in utero. So cute. Cooperative behaviors. Animals will often increase their chances for surviving and reproducing when they work together. Remember, most animal behaviors are in seeking two things: survival, reproduction. That's what they're looking for. So some examples: fish form schools, grouping together in a cooperative structure to stay safe. Insects will live in large groups. Think about ant colonies. And hoofed mammals, such as bison and wild horses, form herds. Living in groups helps these animals stay alive. Survival. Some benefits of being in a large group. It's an effective way to protect the young animals of the group from predators. Examples: elephants form a defensive circle around the offspring of the group. So that herd of female elephants are trying to come around the baby elephants to keep them safe. By working together, each female helps protect the offspring of other females. And then in return, the members of the group help protect her offspring. So that collaboration or cooperation helps everyone. Shared parental care. Some species of animals that live in groups may take on parenting responsibilities of offspring that are not their own. An example: worker bees in a beehive, whose sole job is providing food and protection for the bee larvae for the whole hive. They might not be the parents of the offspring, but they still work hard to care for the hive's young. Migratory behaviors. Migration is the regular seasonal journey of an animal from one place to another and back again. Reasons for migration include migrating to an area with plenty of food or a more comfortable climate during a harsh season. Migrating to a better environment for reproduction. Often, large groups of animals of the same species gather together in the same place at the same time so they can mate. They may also stay there to begin the process of raising their young. By migrating each year, these animals increase their chances of finding a mate and producing offspring in conditions that are favorable for their offspring's survival. So you may migrate to an area with lots of food or with a better climate during a harsh season. So think about animals moving south in the winter where it's nicer. And then migrating to find a better environment for reproduction, for finding a mate. If we're all in the same place at the same time, a lot easier to find a mate. Cyclical effects on reproduction. So cycles are repeating events that happen over and over in a way we can predict. And animal behaviors related to mating and raising offspring are often tied to Earth cycles. Polar bears, for example, mate in spring and give birth in the winter. Other animals reproduce with more or less frequency, but almost all follow some kind of predictable schedule. Following these patterns ensures that offspring are born when they have the best chances for survival.